Welcome. I'm streaming again. I'm streaming again. Oh no, am I? Hold on. Oh no, am I echoing because of some bullshit, or am I echoing because I am looking at my own Twitch stream on the other fucking tab? That's why. Alright, good. I thought everything was broken for a second. That's a spooky thought. Alright. Let's see. I'm just gonna... You can't see it now because I'm such a great streamer, but I'm tweeting it on my computer right now that I'm live. How do you spell attorney? How do you spell attorney? Attorney trilogy. I knew that. Shut up. Cool. Should I put it on Insta as well? Or... I mean, I don't have an Instagram. I didn't say that publicly. Alright, let's see. Is anybody even watching this bullshit? 1 viewers? Nice. Cool. Alright. Everybody's in? Let's get this shit done. I have played these games before, but we're starting from the beginning, because I haven't played this version of these games in some time. Alright, so let's get started with the first Turnabout, baby! Oh, I got an Achievo. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. That's cool. It does like a controller vibe. Someone like him. Make it look like he did it. I don't know. What voice should I give people? I'm alone, by the way. This would be a great game to play with 4 people. Alright, August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Hold on, let's hit the old options button. Obviously save, always save. Duh. Text vibration, text box, transparency. Okay. Cool. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. I'm not a good anime voice actor. I just have my own voice.
Well, I'm glad I made it out on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Is that Phoenix is right? That's his voice.
Yeah, actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Isn't that a crime?
Yeah. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him.
Fucking music slaps, guys. It slaps. One of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can.
Too douchey, right?
I really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. I know what character that is.
Is that your client screaming over there?
Should I stop doing the voices? It's annoying, right? But I just don't know what to say. Death, despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Great assessment. Put a lot of thought into that one. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. Let me just about the old phonacular here. Let's take a gander. See how I'm doing. Looking pretty good. Honestly, I'm looking cute. Can't tell me I'm not. Sorry about that, guys. Guy, me, only me, for me, only. Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? I don't know. I'm just doing my voice. I should be doing a voice. Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Yeah, no, that's not Larry's voice. Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. Phoenix is gonna have my voice. It's gonna let this my voice though. Like, cool. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butt. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butt. Hold on. What? I did. Did you see my text? Did you see my text? Hold on. Just I don't know. I'm just gonna pause for 1 second, you guys. I'm just gonna run. I was trying to look for a way to make that less annoying for you guys, but I can't. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Food is ready, but I'm in the middle of this. Once I finish the case, then I'll eat, because I'm a dedicated boy. Let's see, probably lost everybody who's watching. Still one viewer. Unless that's me, which it probably is. Cool. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. He's a good guy. That and I own one. Which is why I took this case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. I swear there's a year. Like, there's a year, right? Am I crazy? You've really cleaned this up with how it took all the pixels out. These games were on GBA first. I played them on 3DS for the first time. It's like the only game that I ever beat for the 3DS. Because man, the 3DS kind of sucks. I don't know why I'm looking into the mic and I'm not looking at the camera. Let's see if I can get the mic somewhere where it's not going to bother the seeing of my face. Because I want you to see my face, but also hear my voice. Uh-oh. There we go, that should do it. Court's now in session.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bitch. Bitch. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to send you to... I hit the X button too fast for my voice. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hands shaking, eyesight fading, palms sweaty, arms heavy. I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm and ready to drop bombs, but I keep on pretending what I wrote down. I fucked that up. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please settle the name of the defendant in this case. Let's good old Larry Butts. We know that. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. His voice keeps getting more and more high-pitched and nasally. Correct. Just keep your wits about you. You'll do fine. Next question. It's a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. I didn't. It's... Cindy Stone. 22. Man, Phoenix Wright is already doing better than me, and he's younger than me now. Weird. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. I got it. It's Cindy Stone, baby. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim? The victim? Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Yeah. Press tab. That's not even what I'm using at all.
Remember to check it off. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
That's how you win the game. Who's the victim? Cindy Stone, baby.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
No, that's not Phoenix. I got too far one way. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was obviously hit with a blunt object, bitch. I watched the beginning. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thanks, bitch. I solved this case once before. Also, I know what happened. Because I saw the beginning. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel right, that's for sure. Womp womp. Guys, tell me the music doesn't slap.
Well, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yeah, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. I can go there, and that's what I see. And then I can go here, and I can see these things.
Right, be further shake to do it. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, tutorial. No, I get it.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. Did I just give her a bit of a southern accent there by accident? Yes. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready.
That's my woman's voice.
Let's hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Oh shit.
Larry's gonna drop an N-bomb. Have a fucking hardcore gamer moment in the middle of the court. Am I right, fellas? I'm not. That's not what happens. Ugh. Fuck.
Yeah, Mr. Butts, is it not?
Hold on, his voice completely changed between cuts. Because I'm bad at voice acting.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
What was his voice again?
Hey, watch it, buddy.
That's more of a gumshoe voice.
We're great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumb. She was just not taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever.
What did you do anyway?
Mr. Butts.
That you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Still only one viewer, which I think is me because I have the activity feed open, so I'm doing this for nobody. Cool.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris before the day, until the day before she died.
Got the passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. What day is it today? Time of death 7:31. Doesn't really matter. It's August, but like early August, right?
The victim was a model but didn't have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies.
Daddy, sugar.
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts, otherwise known as simps.
Just kidding. Simp hard, simp often. It's a good thing. It's positive for the world.
She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude, not cool. Guess she's a whore then. She should have died. See ya.
No, that is, again, not a true thing to think.
We can clearly see what kind of woman Ms. Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question, because he's gonna say some gross shit.
Just like how the prosecutor just said some gross shit. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? The cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop that. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motives is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Cool.
Well, did you, or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Oh, he went. What do I do? I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth.
Oh, yeah, I was there, I went. Order.
Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so I didn't see her.
The defendant is lying.
Lie.
Aye.
The prosecution would like to call a witness who could prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
I see the dot here. Is he supposed to be Indian?
Mr. Sawit, can you sell newspaper subscriptions? This is correct.
Oh,
I forget what voice I did for this guy at the beginning.
oh, yes. Newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant standing right over there. At the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit had used was one of those.
Your Honor, I have a record of blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity was out from noon to 6 p.m. Cool.
Now, Mr. Wright,
Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Yep. You don't need to tutorialize. That's a good line. It's like, well, if your guy's innocent, the other guy's a liar. If your idiot is innocent, the other guy's the liar. Compare the witness testimony to the thing, blah blah blah. Oh wait, where do you see the time? Yeah, she died at 4 p.m. Boom. Found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
It changed people's voices.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe.
Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. Or wait, that'd be like this. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of death was sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m.
How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that.
This is trivial.
Trivial. I merely forgot all the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Solid, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
That's too close to Phoenix's voice.
Gee, that's a really good question.
I don't know, I forget all the voices that I did for him.
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Yeah, I'm gonna do him like a wascally weapon. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on the tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. I know exactly what his lie is. You ready? Let's boop on through. Oh, past him. There we go. Bam. it's the blackout. Objection! I can't do that. Hold on. Objection! Yeah, this is left arm.
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. This record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sarwit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sarwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been a shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sarwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Let's try to... Hold on. I don't want my face to be blocked, because I'm a narcissist, you see. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better, maybe? Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. But hold on. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Obviously, fucking... Let me just real quick hop in here. It's not a clock, it's a statue. We all know what this is. It's that. Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. Now how's this supposed to be a clock?
Mortal Kombat, baby.
You throw objections and your evidence. Who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Pay?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the name out loud.
The time out loud is what I said. I didn't say name.
And it doesn't look like a clock. I submit it is a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, appears that the witness's testimony is correct. This is a clock. We know that's not true, you and me.
And me, Phoenix Wright. Starting to sound a little bit more like Sonic. Same kind of character, maybe.
You have any more problems with his testimony now?
Yeah, I do, bitch. He murdered her. I saw it. Your Honor,
In the opening movie, I saw that he's the killer. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Never entered the apartment. Wrong hand, might be.
Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one that killed her.
You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
I can't believe this.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Saw It, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning? What's the meaning of this? Yeah, this voice. Objection! And yeah, this voice for me now. This is all baseless and conjecture.
Baseless?
Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? I never. Look at the clock. I saw. Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn. Give him death.
Oh my fucking shit.
Holy shit. Man. Fucking, you need to buy more tickets to this shit more often. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. Better think it through carefully and save the game. Exciting. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely this clock. A fact that is clear if you simply... Let's sound the clock. Here, in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. Beep.
I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So we heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is right now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saw It heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saw It, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh, what's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like that clock is on 3 hours slow. Proves nothing. How do you know it was on 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Well, I mean, we got most of the way there. He seems very mad. He seems like he did it. I mean, we should probably have enough to be able to put him away, shouldn't we? Oh no, I'm sweating. Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sott. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happened. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You boys are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Saw.
Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think!
But Chief, it's over. You can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the fact. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figures out the reason. Right? You think of a reason?
I know. I've played this before.
Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere I can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Tough word. Let me see you pull this one off.
Severe lisps. Obviously, it's the fucking passport, baby.
Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. 'Cause we're in California. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in their apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Oh fuck. It'd be funny if you could see him lying down there in the zoom out. The problem is the way it looks at the judge, like, the one thing that always fucks my brain up is how this game, like, doesn't follow the 180-degree rule, because when you see everybody else, it's from the judge's POV, but then when you see the judge in the court, it's from the opposite POV, so it breaks the 180 rule.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well, just double checking, because I probably should have been here for that. Maybe I was smoking too much weed. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor, you were smoking quite a lot of weed.
I have to say, I'm impressed. Didn't think I've ever seen somebody complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is just a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Woo! Fuck yeah, bro! This was such a fun time!
And with that, this court is adjourned.
Turns out that Frank Sott was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day,
When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sod let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sod grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there.
Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy.
If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Winnie's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate dinner, a movie, my treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
I was the one who got you off the hook. Maybe buy me a fucking dinner and a movie, bitch. Bitch didn't buy me a dinner and a movie.
Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. Made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was playing me just for a fool. Doesn't that make you want to cry?
Larry... Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she got quite a lot about you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right.
What the heck are you talking about? Obviously, it's the statue to thank her, baby. Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah!
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
She wants it. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said,
Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends.
"Then I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. So that's the first turnabout. I'm gonna save my progress, and I'm going to get off stream. I'm gonna eat some din, and then I'll probably come back. But until then, peace out. Oh shit. Shit. Fucking no, Alt F40ing the fuck out of that one. Alright. See you later, fellas and girl fellas as well.